to be more authentic. In case we haven't met yet, I'm Jess and I'm the sole founder of Life in Confidence. And what has helped me to be more authentic is minimizing my insecurities and fears that I have about myself. As soon as we start judging ourselves for a lack of, I'm not good enough, I'm not loved, I don't have enough this or that, I'm jealous, all these sort of things. When we see ourselves from a place of judgment, then we start to shut down and we put on this mask to protect ourselves from being seen. And that is not a way to live, that's just a way to exist. And so when we decide to make a conscious choice, I am not going to constantly judge myself for being this and that. Instead, I'm going to appreciate what I do have. I am so grateful that I am in great health and that I have plenty of energy to go for a walk. I am so grateful that I have the knowledge and skill set to help people to process their trauma and that this is good karmic work. I am so grateful that I am accepting my body shape and that it goes through changes. I am grateful that I have resources and contacts that I can tap into to support my nomadic lifestyle. And so when we keep focusing on what we have, then we create a mindset of accepting and appreciating for who we are rather than judging ourselves for the lack of what we don't have within ourselves. And it's very easy to get into the lack, the fear, the judgment, rather than into the love, the abundance, the expansion of who we are, because it takes more work to shift that mindset, especially if we have unresolved trauma. And so by cultivating a loving mindset, you're planting the garden that is giving you back the fruits of your labor. If you choose to go down that path, or you can choose to let the garden to outgrow itself with weeds, and there's so many to pluck out of, it's just so overwhelming until you start now and just take it step by step. As soon as you see yourself from a place of acceptance, then you start to show up more authentically. It feels comfortable and safe to be socially awkward. It feels comfortable and safe to be seen. It feels comfortable and safe to express your insecurities because you're not judging them. And so I remember having a friend who is socially anxious and awkward, and he is actually, and he even admits it himself. But the way he went about it, where he says, I am feeling social anxiety and I suffer from a lot of social anxiety, and I get very conscious or self-conscious when we're constantly asking each other generic questions. Could we change the topic and ask more meaningful questions instead? And so when he frames it like that, because he's not judging himself, he's just being authentic and vulnerable in expressing that, it doesn't invite any judgment from my end. Instead, it invites acceptance and compassion instead, because that's how he is choosing to see himself. And so imagine if you choose to really accept your insecurities and just acknowledge them. This is what they are. Everyone has insecurities too. And it's about how do I express that with more ease and grace, so then other people become more mindful of it and they can come from a place of compassion and acceptance instead of judgment, because that's how you present yourself and your insecurities and fears. And so that's a beautiful way to be more authentic, is to express to the other person, hey, this is what's showing up for me, and this is what I'm feeling, and I hope that's okay. I hope you're okay with this. And so that invites empathy and acceptance, as well as support from the other person as well. And also reframing the way you see yourself from judgment to acceptance enables you to keep showing up in a vulnerable way, and that it becomes easier and safer to be authentic. And the more you do this, the more you see yourself from a place of love than fear, and the more you welcome those aspects and versions of you. And the more you welcome and accept that, there will be less resistance in connecting with who you are. And when you do this, it helps you to bring yourself into a place of alignment, that I don't have to be perfect, or I don't have to fix anything. I just need to accept this is a part of who I am. It's a part of my personality, and that's okay. That's what makes me different and unique, and that's what makes me valued or special at times as well. So when you see yourself from a different light, you will show up differently, and it becomes way easier to be authentic. So if you have a hard time really processing perhaps the shame and the fears and anxieties that's blocking you from feeling into your innate way of being, then I invite you to come along to my events. I have my Lionsgate portal that's on the 8th of the 8th, and this portal is all about manifesting abundance. And it doesn't mean financial. It could be abundance of love that you have for yourself, the abundance of acceptance and compassion that you have for yourself, and having the audacity to fully show up in your authenticity. So if you are open for this type of healing, you can click on the link below to book a ticket. And I am also running my face-to-face workshops, my Transforming Trauma Weekend workshops in London, Tokyo, and Sydney. And this focuses on a deep immersion in clearing your ancestral, past life, and childhood traumas, as well as traumas that you've experienced in your teenage years and in your adult life, through family constellations, through body work, Tai Chi, core energetics, bioenergetics, emotional release techniques that I will teach you how you can manage your emotions after the workshop, light language transmissions, and so much more. So if you want a real education in healing and managing your traumas, please click on the link below and you can book a ticket, you can learn more, or you can book a free clarity call to see if this is right for you or if you need a payment plan. There's also my conscious relationship workshop that I'm running in Adelaide, and this focuses on healing your relationship with your current partner or past lovers that's linked with your family dynamic. You will also receive a relationship constellation. What is the block in your relationship? What is the block in manifesting a soulmate, if that's where you're at? Or what is the block in letting go of your hurt and pain with past lovers, or your relationship dynamic with your parents that has manifested in your romantic relationships? There will be emotional release processes and processing triggers and past hurt from lovers. There will also be conscious communication piece, including sex, if you want to understand and learn more how to unlearn the patriarchal way of sex and how you can come together in a loving and more spiritual and enriching way when it comes to sex. That topic is definitely on the table if you're open for it. There's also sensual embodiment practices to cultivate your self-esteem, especially with your body and your sexual energy, and that your sexual energy isn't disgusting or leaky. It is spiritual. It's a part of who you are. And there will also be a ceremonial process where you get to enter into a healing love chamber, letting go of the old layers of you and welcoming the new layers of who you came here to be. And that is the light that's in your heart through your celebration outfit. So if you'd like to learn more, to book a ticket or a free clarity call, please click on the link below. And there you have it, my love. How can you be more authentic is how can you be more true to you and not let the fears get in the way of who you really are, because fear is just an illusion. It is not truth, it is not light. It is just a coping mechanism to protect yourself, to hold yourself back from being in your light because of an unresolved trauma. If you got something out of this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give this video a like, comment below, and share it with your loved ones so I can help as many people as I can through my content. And may you remember to be kind, compassionate, loving, and accepting of yourself. So then you can practice and bring that into humanity as well. So we can live in a far more safer and better place.